Like, I've even tried, I tried a dating app for autistic people. It's because I'm autistic, it wasn't like a fetish thing.
Join me in welcoming Lena Beamish!
All right. Well, my name is Lena Beamish, and I have never driven a school bus. Magic or otherwise, it's never done it. Sorry to disappoint. I do get asked a lot if I'm a teacher, based on everything about me. I don't know. I feel like my vibe is like if a Batman villain was the CEO of Nickelodeon. That's what I'm working with. Apparently that's also the vibe of a teacher. So I get asked that a lot. I'm not a teacher. For a really long time I thought I could never be a teacher because I hate kids. That one seemed pretty straightforward to me. But then, I grew up a bit, got to be friends with some teachers as an adult. Eventually started to realize that, hating kids is not a deal breaker for being a teacher. Not even a little. I don't even think it's like a question that they ask, right? Do you hate kids? I don't think they're asking it. I think they're just like, oh, thank God, we need you, please. Please come work here. Which makes sense to me now, because growing up, I'm pretty sure my teachers hated me. Because when I was a kid, I was homeschooled. So I like to wear a lot of bright colors, so you guys can see that. I found out that the young, fashionable kids that are on Instagram and TikTok, they will refer to wearing bright clothing as dopamine dressing. Because apparently the bright colors, it's supposed to boost your dopamine levels, elevate your mood overall. So it just has me wondering, what the fuck would I feel like if I stopped dressing this way? You're telling me I could feel worse. If you see me in jeans, run. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not good. That's what I figured out. I got a weighted blanket recently. Anyone here have a weighted blanket? Any of you guys? A few of you? Okay, all right, cool. They're pretty awesome. They're supposed to be good for depression and anxiety. So when I ordered mine, I ordered the heaviest one they had because that seemed necessary. And then when it showed up on my doorstep, I was like, I can't lift the box. I don't know what I was thinking. I managed to get out of the box and into the bed, and I'm just laying there under it thinking, kind of hurts to breathe under this thing. Am I going to suffocate if I fall asleep under this blanket? I didn't, obviously, because I'm here. So I ordered 3 more. We're just going to layer them up till they finally work. That's the plan. That's the plan. No pressure, but I do order 1 more for any punchlines you don't laugh at. So it's up to y'all if I get to come back and do this again. I am one of those chronically single people, which maybe explains those last couple jokes. I got back on the dating apps recently, and I had been taking a break. Even if you've never used a dating app, you can maybe relate to what I'm about to say. But if you're single for long enough, your friends will tell you things that they think is helpful. You'll meet somebody when you least expect it. Or you'll meet somebody when you stop trying so hard. So what I did was I gave up. And that didn't work. So I gave up on giving up, and now I'm back on the apps. And they're still bad. They're as bad as I remember. They make so many different ones. I feel like I should be able to find one that works for me. But I haven't. I've even tried, I tried a dating app for autistic people. It's because I'm autistic, it wasn't like a fetish thing. looking for someone who loves trains. To run a train. That's not what it's for. Okay, that's not. I don't think, anyway. Here's the thing. That was too much applause. Chill. Okay. We can talk after the show, both of you. All right. No, but I didn't get very far with it because what happened was it asked me to upload a profile photo. So I uploaded a profile photo and it said, this file doesn't work. Can you upload a different one? I went through this like 6 or 7 times and it didn't accept any of them. So I just gave up. And so it was kind of like any other dating app I've used because I was like, hey, I'm here looking for love. And the app was like, you're formatted weird. We don't have nobody for you. Something in particular I struggle with being autistic and single. I realize I'm really bad at flirting, and that's mainly because I'm really bad at recognizing when someone is flirting with me. Like, if somebody's flirting with me enough that I can pick up on it, that's gross and they need to tone that shit down. It's too strong. You got to dial it back. The last guy I dated, he had apparently been flirting with me for 2 years before we dated, and I had no idea. He'd come up to me after shows and stuff, and he'd be like, oh, I just think you're so great. And I'd be like, thank you. Goodbye. I don't know. People tell me I'm great all the time. How am I supposed to know you meant it with your dick and not your heart? So my mom is also a comedian, or maybe just kind of a dick. I'll let you guys decide. My mom's from a town called Corbin, Kentucky. And okay, calm down. That's the most enthusiasm I've ever heard for Corbin. I usually get one, yep, and that's it, which is the correct response. If you don't know anything about Corbin, there's 2 things worth knowing about Corbin, Kentucky. The first one, most people know this. In 1930, Colonel Sanders founded the first KFC out of Corbin, Kentucky. And then in 2021, a woman got arrested there for stabbing her cousin when he didn't return her dildo in a timely fashion. It's a true news story that you can Google, but I feel like I covered it pretty well, if I'm honest. Now I bring this up because I was complaining to my mom about being single, and she said, well, we could always move back to Corbin. Maybe you'll meet somebody there. You know, like stabbing people over dildos isn't all I need to know. There's a dick deficit in the city. So I told her, I don't want to have to find my next boyfriend on an app called Chicken Tinder. And she said, well, think of it this way. They probably have lower standards down there. Yeah, I got roasted by my own mom. Roasted. Joke's on her, though, because at this point, she's actually been single longer than I have. So, yeah. I say single, I mean widowed, but like, it's the same. It's the same. So I did manage to lose like 70 pounds over the last couple years, which is pretty cool. Thank you. I also gained it all back, so thank you, sir. There's always one. I still did the work, okay? I just don't have anything to show for it. It's weird losing that much weight, 70 pounds. It's a pretty significant change to one's body. A lot of stuff I wasn't prepared for. Like I ended up with a lot of loose skin, which people don't like to think about if they're going to lose weight, but it's just something that happens. So like now, for example, I have this meat-based fanny pack just permanently affixed to my body that I don't know what to do with. I can't, there's not really anything you can do with it really. So I just try to stay positive. So like I'm a big cat person, which you guys knew, and cats have this same thing going on, okay? Right? Now on a cat, this is called the primordial pouch, and that's a fun fact you can share with people when you want them to stop talking to you. On a cat, the primordial pouch, it gives them added flexibility, which I don't have. I don't have that. What I will do, though, is I'll take it and shake it at a man to establish dominance. So we can't figure out if we need to charge more or less for the front row if I'm going to be pouch out. So your feedback is welcome. All right. All right, I've been Lena Beamish. Thank you guys so much. Give it up for Shawn.
Lena Beamish, folks.